Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. 90-Day Fiancé's David Dangerfield reveals if he's giving up on relationship with Sheila amid visa setback and concerning health update about her son. 90-Day Fiancé. Before the 90-day star, David Dangerfield is almost ready to give up on Sheila amid the Filipino woman's visa getting rejected and her son having health issues. David debuted in Before the 90 Days Season 6 and traveled to the Philippines to meet Sheila. Her asking him for money raised red flags in David's mind, but he still got engaged to her in the finale. David wished to get Sheila to America and marry her in December 2024. Unfortunately, there was an issue with Sheila's K-1 visa that stopped her from moving to America. David recently shared a series of throwback pictures. Was last 1 year ago and good time we're together in Philippine Cebu, David wrote in his caption. He mentioned that he and Sheila can't wait to get married in future, but they can't do it because the visa are so powerful than them. David added, "And her friends real knew we won't get married. But I can't." David mentioned they have to wait for a long time. He expressed disappointment at how there would be a loss for long-distance relationships for good if their visa issue didn't work out. David confessed that he seemed to be close to giving up on Sheila since he was getting older and couldn't keep waiting forever. He wants a woman in his life who he can love. He hopes that Sheila and his fans can forgive him and understand his plight. On a lighter note, David wrote, "And I never forget I not pay insurance for rent car lol I can't afford. I was so lucky." He sent love to all his followers in his message. David wants to be with Sheila, but the relationship would only work for him if Sheila moved to America. David and Sheila also faced communication problems due to her not having learned sign language. David had hired an interpreter who Sheila grew jealous of. David helped Sheila with building a house back in the Philippines. However, he wishes to have a house of his own in America where he can spend a lifetime with her son John Rail, and any future babies David might have with Sheila. Unfortunately, Sheila's visa rejection may have caused David to change his mind. David seems to be feeling anxious about growing older without a companion, and the fear of Sheila's visa taking more time than expected to get approved is lingering on his mind. He has already spent several years in a long-distance relationship, and David doesn't want a long-distance marriage now. It appears he is ready to start dating in the U.S., and meet someone locally who he could marry instead of Sheila. David has also faced financial issues and had previously asked fans to give him money to help build a house for him and his fiancée. While David had not given up entirely, his message to fans asking them, and even Sheila, to understand him seemed like a warning sign. David's patience is running thin. Even Sheila must be getting frustrated with having to wait forever to be with her man. David might never want to move to the Philippines, where he could live a comfortable life if he wanted. David hasn't really explained why the K-1 visa application was not accepted. However, 90-Day Fiancé. Before the 90 Days, fans seem to be hopeful about David and Sheila reuniting soon and are sending them prayers. David Dangerfield, one of the more memorable faces to grace the 90-Day Fiancé franchise, has faced numerous challenges in his quest for love. As fans follow his journey with his Filipino partner, Sheila, many are watching closely to see whether or not the pair will overcome the obstacles in front of them. From visa setbacks to health issues, it seems like the couple's story is anything but a smooth ride. David, however, recently opened up about his commitment to Sheila, despite the growing uncertainties that surround their relationship. In a recent interview, David gave fans an exclusive glimpse into what's been happening behind the scenes. The couple has been grappling with not only bureaucratic delays surrounding Sheila's visa application, but also with a concerning health scare involving Sheila's son, which has left David torn between his desire to build a life with Sheila and his deep concern for the well-being of her family. In the world of 90-Day Fiancé, where reality often clashes with expectations, David's reflections on these turbulent moments are more candid than ever. Visa troubles and emotional strain. One of the major roadblocks in the couple's relationship has been the visa process. David has been working tirelessly to bring Sheila to the United States, but the bureaucratic hurdles have proven difficult to overcome. It's been a real emotional roller coaster, David admits. I'm ready to start a life for me, but everything's just so much more complicated than I expected. It's like the universe is throwing obstacle after obstacle at us. The process of securing a visa can be long and frustrating, especially when unexpected delays arise. David is quick to acknowledge the emotional toll these delays have had on both him and Sheila. While Sheila remains hopeful and optimistic, David has felt the weight of the situation, often struggling with a sense of helplessness as the days turn into months. It's clear that the couple is facing what feels like an endless uphill battle, and the toll it's taken on their relationship is undeniable. It's hard to keep your spirits up when you feel like every time you take one step forward, you're pushed 2 steps back, David shares, with a mix of frustration and determination. But Sheila is amazing. She's so strong and she keeps me going. I don't want to give up on this. I won't. Despite the setbacks, David's feelings for Sheila remain unwavering. He remains steadfast in his belief that they are meant to be together, even if the waiting game has tested their patience. As he navigates these legal hurdles, David is adamant that he will do everything in his power to make this relationship work. Health scare and concern for Sheila's son. While visa struggles have been challenging, the situation became even more complicated when Sheila's son was faced with a serious health scare. The update was nothing short of alarming for David, and it's clear that his concern for her son has been weighing heavily on him. Sheila's son has been dealing with a health issue that has left her family in a state of uncertainty. As David describes it, the situation has made him feel helpless in ways he never imagined. I've never seen Sheila like this before, he says, his voice filled with empathy. She's a rock, but right now she's just so worried about her son. And I'm worried too. I can't imagine what it's like for her. Sheila's deep maternal instincts have kicked into overdrive as she tends to her son's needs, and David has been right by her side through it all, offering emotional support in any way he can. However, being in a long-distance relationship has only made the situation more complicated. It's frustrating because I want to be there for her in person. I want to hold her hand and tell her everything is going to be okay. But I can't, he says, clearly torn between his desire to provide comfort and his current physical distance from her. David has been in regular contact with Sheila, offering her support in any way he can, even from afar. I keep telling her to stay strong, but I also want her to know that I'm here, no matter what happens, David shares. We'll get through this together, even if it's hard. Not giving up on Sheila, the future of their relationship. Despite the multitude of challenges, visa setbacks, emotional stress, and now the concern over Sheila's son's health, David has no intention of giving up on his relationship with Sheila. I think a lot of people would be discouraged by everything that's happened so far, but I'm not going anywhere, David says with conviction. I love Sheila and I believe in us. It's been tough, but I know we can make it through. David goes on to reflect on what keeps him motivated during these difficult times. There's a lot of love between us. The connection we have is unlike anything I've ever experienced before. Yeah, it's tough right now, but I don't want to throw that away. I won't let go. As for the future, David remains hopeful. While the road ahead is still uncertain, He believes that the hardships they are enduring now will make their eventual reunion all the more meaningful. "I just want to be able to look back one day and say, 'We made it,'" he says, his tone filled with a quiet hope that has guided him through so many struggles. "It might take longer than we thought, but I know Sheila and I have something special. No visa issue or health scare is going to change that." A testament to resilience. David's story is a testament to resilience and the power of love in the face of adversity. Whether it's fighting for a visa, dealing with a medical crisis, or navigating the complexities of a long-distance relationship, he's shown time and time again that he's committed to making things work with Sheila. For fans of the couple, this emotional update provides both hope and reassurance that despite the obstacles, David and Sheila's love story isn't ending anytime soon. As viewers continue to watch David and Sheila's journey unfold on 90 Day Fiancé, it's clear that they've been through more than most couples could ever imagine. But through it all, David's commitment to Sheila remains unshaken. Their future, although uncertain, is still full of possibility. And for David, that's all he can hold on to right now. "I believe in us," he concludes with a resolute smile, "and I know that we're going to make it."